What's up guys, it's Shadow here, back with another video, and as you can see, Update 43 has released and Rosalia is available for purchase. I'm gonna try her out in her new quest and then we're gonna see what we can do for a 3-tower chimps combo with her. Let's do this. Normally I wouldn't do the hero quest, but I haven't used Rosalia at all, so I probably should just to get familiar with like the attacks and stuff. Okay, it sounds like patch wants me to move Rosalia. I guess this works as a spot. I don't know how the balloons move on this track. Looks like it loops around there twice. Okay, it looks like her movement isn't the fastest. Good to know if I need to clutch up or anything with a replacement. So it sounds like Rosalia gets her grenade at level 2 and you can keep switching between the attacks. That's honestly really nice. I feel like that could be used to counter a lot of the different balloon types. Looking at the balloons, that's just a bunch of grouped reds, so not really a good test of her, but definitely a lot of pierce on those grenades. That's good. Also, it sounds like between the two attacks, Rosalia can pop every balloon type because the grenade can get leads and purples and the laser can get everything except that, so yeah, really good combo. If I keep switching, I can pop everything. Okay, so now we're looking at the level 3 abilities, so we see a bunch of green balloons come in, and damn, that just blew up all of them. Pretty impressive ability, honestly. I wonder what it'll do to stuff like Moabs. How much damage do those do? I need to know. So apparently Rosalia's level 7 makes her do both weapons at once and fly like a pursuit helicopter. That's really cool. I'll definitely be using that. Alright, so the kinetic charge is kind of tricky to explain. The text is on the screen here. I'm not really able to read fast enough to read all that, but I'll let you read that for a second and then we're going to try it out. So as you can see here, it hooks onto the Moab, absorbs the damage, and then explodes, leaving nothing behind except some ceramics. Perfect. Alright guys, I had to play a few games off camera to unlock chimps on Tinkerton, but now that we're here, we're doing a Rosalia 3TC. I was originally planning to have it be a 2-tower chimps, but frankly, I don't think that's possible because you can't afford Rosalia on round 6, so you have to place down a tower that can be afforded at the start and deal with every single camo balloon because no camo detection with Rosalia. I don't think that's possible, but feel free to try. So I'm not going to spend too much time talking about the balance changes in this update because I don't follow those too closely and the other YouTubers like ISAB can talk about them a lot better than I can, but there's a few important ones. But the important change is that a lot of towers had their starting prices reduced, so now there will be a lot more possible combos for starts and stuff on chimps. And the changes are pretty significant too, like they slashed a whole $100 off the Buccaneer starting price and off the Ninja starting price. I predict we'll see a few new 2-tower chimps combos, but we'll see. And honestly, the Buccaneer price reduction is going to be a lifesaver for this strat because that $100 to get the grape shot is going to make all the difference in this strat when I'm basically having to clutch up with targeting micro every round just to not die. So I unfortunately had to spend money on grape shot just to survive, but now the objective is surviving long enough to get Rosalia so she can start leveling up and then I'll probably buy the monkey ace. But here's the thing, once I buy the plane, I'm going to upgrade it as little as possible until Rosalia reaches level 6, because then she adds a 5% discount to all plane upgrades, which is going to really help with the Spectre and Flying Fortress, but also helps a bit with the cheaper upgrades. And now we have Rosalia. She doesn't do too much at first, but once she starts leveling up, she's really going to be seriously powerful. I tried her out in previous games, and she is overpowered, guys. You guys will see it more later on, but I feel like most of her versatility comes from the fact that you can move her around and you can keep switching her weapons for different balloon attacks and stuff. Yeah, I know it's some micro, but not nearly as bad as Geraldo or Corvus, so it can be forgiven. I'm kind of a weird case in the balloons community because even though I am very much a casual player and I would not call myself a pro in any regard, I still enjoy the micro heavy heroes even though they're a lot more work than the other ones. I guess it's kind of just my playstyle. I mean, I enjoy having a lot of power at command but having to work for it a bit. For instance, Corvus, he can almost solo chimps if you use him right. Well, maybe not anymore, but he used to be a lot better. Anyway guys, my point is different heroes for different playstyles and there's no wrong favorite hero. Well, okay, I take that back. If your favorite's Quincy, get help.
Get some help.
So while we're talking about heroes, I have to admit, I'm not sure how I feel about Rosalia's voice. I mean, so far it's fine. I might find it more annoying after I have to listen to it for half an hour, but for now, it's okay. I usually play with hero voice lines off anyway, so this is just different for me. And for anyone who's wondering why I usually have hero voice lines off, to be clear, I have nothing against the voice actors or the heroes themselves. I completely respect the work they do. I think they are a great addition to the game. It's just there's one specific arrow-shooting bastard that never shuts up. I should stop with the Quincy hate, honestly. He's not that bad. I follow him on Instagram. Cool guy. I'm in his DMs sometimes. He's pretty chill. But anyway, Quincy isn't the reason you're here. You're here for the 3-tower chimps in the Rosalia showcase, and that I can deliver. I finally purchased the plane, but hopefully I can avoid upgrading it until Rosalia is level 6 because I want to save every dollar possible. And just like that, we are one round away from her reaching level 6, and then I'll be able to get some plane upgrades. This run's going really well so far. I've mostly just used the laser because I feel like it's better in most cases if there isn't like 100 bloons coming at you. And okay guys, hear me out on this one. Level 6 is honestly the best Rosalia level out of all of them. Even better than level 20. I'm just talking like individual levels, not overall power level gained. And the reason it's so good is that unlike most discounts, it works on tier 5. You can save almost $5,000 just from the Flying Fortress alone, more from the Spectre and the other upgrades. So overall, you're saving over $5,000 on one of the most powerful T5s in the game. Honestly though, what would be really cool is if Rosalia also gave like a buff to Flying Towers or something, kind of like Carrier Flagship does. I know it makes them cheaper, but like a power buff would be nice. I mean, Oben buffs Druids, Gwen buffs Fire Towers. There's just a lot of hero buffs to specific things, and I feel like that would really fit. So Rosalia's unlocked her second ability just in time for the Moab coming up next round. And okay, I'm gonna go on a bit of a rant here, but I feel like this needs to be said. Why does Rosalia have 0 camo detection? You would think that the Tinkerer with those fancy goggles she just got for level 7 would get some camo detection at some point, right? I mean, if red wristbands add camo, you would think a high-tech engineer would be able to add camo to her equipment. I mean, this is just my take, but I feel like it would be balanced if she was one of the heroes that got camo later. Like maybe she got camo at like level 9 or level 11 or something compared to level 6 for Quincy and Churchill. I don't know. Ninja Kiwi doesn't listen to my videos anyway, but just a suggestion. So I'm almost halfway through the Chimps match, and my analysis of Rosalia is pretty solid. She's definitely not the best hero, but I would say she's not the worst. Oben still has that title, of course. I mean, it's definitely cool that Rosalia can do missile strikes and stuff. Reminds me a lot of the Final Strike, except a lot less lethal for obvious reasons. It's a fairly low-level hero, not a $500,000 paragon. Don't mind that voice crack. College finals are getting to me. I'm literally running on energy drinks and like 4 hours of sleep right now. Make sure to subscribe. It'll genuinely help my sanity. But on the other hand, what won't help my sanity is what Ninja Kiwi did to the Monkeyopolis. Basically, they killed it. The base Monkeyopolis money now got reduced by like $400, I think. Actually, I think it was $250. I'll have to check the patch notes again. I'll put a screenshot in the final edited version. But anyway, the reason that's a big deal is because the one farm Monkeyopolis was originally like the meta farming strat, but now I'm probably gonna find a new strat for boss events, assuming I even play boss events. I mostly just play boss rush now. It's a fun mode. You guys should try it. I'm honestly enjoying it a lot. But yeah, Monkeyopolis dead. They recently made Banana Central more expensive. They've made Wall Street more expensive. I swear Ninja Kiwi does not want us to farm. Like, what the hell is this? Anyway, guys, I just got the Spectre. Next, like 20 or so rounds, we'll get absolutely clowned on. So I'll just skip ahead a bit so you guys can see what Rosalia is truly capable of in the later rounds. See you then. So I wasn't originally planning to cut to round 79. I was hoping to use Rosalia's kinetic charge on like a BFB or something to showcase it. But the thing is, the Spectre kept killing the BFBs so quickly, I couldn't even do a proper showcase, so I'm going to try it on the ZOMG instead. And in the meantime, her other abilities are doing absolutely amazing. The save up for Flying Fortress is going beautifully. Alright, sending out the kinetic charge, let's see what it's got. Okay, so I probably should have had Rosalia's stat page open, but that looked to be about 2,000 damage. That'll really be helpful in rounds like 87. Now that I think about it, I should probably check Rosalia's level. It's been a while since I've looked at that. Level 13, I expected like level 15 by now, but I guess 13 works. I mean, it doesn't matter too much anyway, because I'm like 3 rounds away from buying the Flying Fortress, and that thing is basically a chimp solo once you can get it. The main problem with the Flying Fortress is just how expensive it is, but with Rosalia saving like $5,000 from it, this has actually been stupidly easy chimps game. 5,000 is a lot of difference in this game mode. I still feel like it would be difficult to get the Flying Fortress on harder maps and stuff, but for beginner maps, Rosalia plus Flying Fortress is definitely a good combo. You just need to get something else for the start because you can't afford Rosalia on round 6. And it's honestly a shame that her starting price is so expensive and she can't see camo, because if either one of those problems was fixed, she could easily be part of many 2-tower chimps combos, but I've looked on the index and there still isn't a 2-tower chimps for her. Not to mention the legendary bloons YouTuber SJB posted a 40-minute video where he tried to do a 2-tower chimps with Rosalia and he couldn't do it, so I definitely have no chance. But I mean, for what it's worth, 3-tower chimps is more of my thing anyway. I mean, that's how I got my start as a bloons YouTuber, and I might come back to that at some point. If you want to see more 3-tower chimps videos, let me know. Of course, if you prefer this kind of content with more narration and more complicated videos, then feel free to tell me that as well. I'm always open to feedback on my channel. But anyway, with that being said, I've basically won already because I have the Flying Fortress now. I'm pretty sure it would be impossible for me to lose unless I put Centered Path in like the corner or something, and even then I'd probably still win. So one thing I learned with this strategy is that round 98 is easy, but round 99 is actually a bit scary, as you can see.
I don't know why the fortified DDTs got so far there. I would have figured the Flying Fortress would have dealt with them sooner. But anyway, the good news is that round 100 is way too easy, especially when you use the kinetic charge. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to use my creator code. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Also, sorry it took me so long to post this. College is a pain in the ass.